Hi everyone, welcome back to the Dr. Sia channel. In the video here today, we're going to be talking about the defense mechanism called rationalization. Let's get started. Now before we start, if you do like my videos and you haven't given them a like, please do like the videos because it bumps it up in the YouTube algorithm and it makes sure that people are watching these videos instead of, for example, maybe somebody who has no idea what they're talking about or something like that and just keeps confusing people, or someone who's reading from a 101 kind of psychology book, and where, in my opinion, most of the stuff about actual clinical psychology is wrong anyway. My opinion anyway. So please do give the video a like if you can. Now, so if we think about what rationalization is, really, it's just a defense mechanism that helps a person avoid their feelings in a sense of, well, I understand what's going on, and because I understand what's going on, it means that it doesn't hurt me anymore. So rationalization is trying to help a person, but really all it's doing is hurting the person by making them avoid the fact that there is an emotional impact even though they understand. A lot of my students are confused about this, and so are a lot of patients, so I'll explain this here right now. Basically, in an example, imagine that somebody just off the street just walks right off and stabs you in the arm with a knife. Rationalization wants to propose that because you understood that that person stabbed you, they didn't do it intentionally, they might have been mentally unwell, they might have mistaken you for someone else, you were on drugs or whatever, because you understand that they did not intend or want to maliciously hurt you, rationalization proposes that because you understand that the knife in your arm no longer hurts. Of course, you could understand somebody, that would be great, but the knife in the arm will still hurt. So in that way, rationalization will lie to you, lie to your patients, lie to you as a person, that just because you understand something, it no longer has an emotional impact. Another example might be, I might say, how did you feel when your father left you to go to the army for 6 months on end? You might say, yeah, it's just his job. He didn't do it intentionally. There was no harm in what he was trying to do. He was just going to do his job. Right, that's true. He wasn't trying to hurt you. He was just trying to go to his job. That all makes sense. But it still hurt. It still hurt, right? When you're a kid and your daddy's leaving for 6 months on end, it still had an impact, right? That memory still has an impact. Now, if you want to, for example, work with a patient on this, you might say, so you're proposing that because you understood that your father left to go to the army and he wasn't intentionally trying to hurt you, you're proposing that it means that you don't get hurt. Almost like if just because you understand it, it means like it doesn't hurt. But it could hurt at the same time as you understand it, right? Yeah, sure. Right. Can you see that this idea that it didn't hurt just because you understand it might be hurtful to you in the long run? That you might kind of be disconnected from your own feelings, that you might not be able to cope with your own feelings, that you might be resulting in kind of almost an anxiety about your own feelings? Yes, I can see that. All right, so if you don't rationalize, if you don't pretend or put up an idea that it didn't hurt just because your father went to the military, how did you actually feel towards your father when he went to the military? You might say, I don't know, I'm getting a burning sensation in my stomach. And you might say, well, what's that? And they might say anger, and then, bingo, we're in the right spot. I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. If you never knew truly what rationalization is before, and you can admit that to yourself, please give a like to this video, because I found so many people, students, psychologists alike, who actually don't know what rationalization is. And if this video helped you finally get it, finally understand it, great. If you have doubts about it, let me know. I can put up another video. And if you're thinking, yeah, but what's the difference to intellectualization? Well, heads up, that's coming up next week. So thank you very much. I'll see you again next time.